So we're out here building waterfalls in Jersey in February. February? I'm supposed to be somewhere warm right now. But check this out. See that? Boom. Heated sweatshirt. Hey, do we have enough subs to get a sponsorship, you think? Milwaukee, come on. Hook me up. What's happening, everybody? It's Jack from Atlantis Water Gardens. Today we are in Lincoln Park, New Jersey. We've got a really nice hillside blank slate where we're going to build an awesome pondless waterfall. This is a water feature artist's dream come true, having this hillside where we can just carve into it and build just this amazing cascading flowing masterpiece over in here. We've got so many rocks to work with, beautiful big stuff. It's surrounded by this incredible hardscape and landscape, which I'm going to show you. But the plan here is there's going to be a putting green down in this area. This will all be built up to the level of this wall in here. We're going to be installing down the bottom here about a 550-gallon reservoir. That's going to be feeding all these waterfalls starting from the top. We've got something cool happening up here, and it's all going to be ending up down here in this reservoir where it could then recirculate back up to the top. It's going to be awesome. We're out here in the middle of winter building this for a friend of mine, Arthur from JBA Landscaping. We're going to meet him in a minute, but he's done some incredible work here at his home. Let's take a little tour. Look at this thing.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi, I'm Arthur from JBA Custom Masonry Outdoor Living, and this is my dream home I've been working on for the past 3 years now. Everything started with the pool area and, the swim up bar we put in, and escalated into doing all the walls, as well as the koi pond that's over there with the waterfall. I'm terrible at Do I have to do this? I'm so bad at this. No.
Yes, you have to do this.
Well, right now we're working on the last piece, hopefully, of my backyard, which is Jack's part, the waterfall that's going to be going around by the putting green.
All right, Arthur, this place is out of control. The last part here you're talking about, you're going to do a putting green right where we're standing here.
Yeah.
And you want to have a waterfall coming in to meet this putting green.
Yes, and eventually going down to the street.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're not going to the street with this. I do love this spot. Check this out. He's got a moon gate, this cool pergola over the top of it, gigantic fireplace. Where do you get all this money from?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It's crazy. So he's got a sickness, obviously, and we're going to help him out with that today by installing this massive pondless waterfall with these big, beautiful fieldstone boulders. Let's get into it. Now our reservoir is in. That was fast, right? We got about 550 gallons of storage inside these aqua blocks. It's all contained by the liner. We've got our pump vaults right over there. They're actually gonna get some extensions on them so we get them up a little bit higher. We can run our plumbing out up to feed the waterfalls. Now we're ready to start setting some boulders. All right, I got Wally and Rich over here. We're gonna be strapping this one as our first rock. This is really cool because it's got these different elevations here in the rock, even some striations going across it. That was a big word, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's this beautiful weathered fieldstone. We're going to use this to probably put on the left side of the reservoir to start setting off where we're going to go from there. It might frame a waterfall, not sure yet. Let's get it in. Are making some serious progress right now. We've got a lot of the rock work done from the reservoir up about 5 feet. Got some large boulders set in here. We're gonna have a lot of cascading, twisting back and forth, working its way down to the bottom. Got some outcropping going in. That's a giant boulder there that's going to frame the outside of the waterfall. We're calling it a day today, but we've made some serious progress. We're at the top level, almost by where the patio is. This is going to be a pooling area, which is going to actually have two waterfalls joining together. You're going to have the one coming off of where the spheres are, and then the one that's starting up behind the fireplace is going to join into this pooling area. That's going to be a neat little section, and there'll be a couple little stepping stones probably in the stream where you can cross over from the patio out into the yard. That's a lot for one day. See you tomorrow. You know, I thought 2020 was going to be different, but it's raining as usual with most of our jobs. It's going to be tough sledding today. We've got nothing but mud on this hillside, which is making it a bit treacherous with the machine. But luckily we're up the top here. This is our convergence of two different streams. We've got the spheres, which the guys are working on fabricating right now. 3 of those are going to go up in here. It's going to look really nice up against the patio. And then we've got this other waterfall that starts right around there, which is going to join in this space here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create two waterfalls, one that's going to be fed from the spheres and the other from this stream in this pooling area. Then from there, we go ahead and finish that up and then finally go up the hillside. We're going to see exactly how much the weather allows us to work today. They're calling for some heavy rain later, so we're going to concentrate on this, which will put us in a good position to make this happen in the next 2 days. Let's get it going. Seems we have some work to do here. The area where the spheres are going is only about like 6 inches higher than the waterfall that's going to be spilling off down the hill. I don't really want to chance it with an overlap, so we're going to seam this pool liner to the liner that's going to be underneath the spheres. When we do that, we've got to get the liner super clean, and being that it's raining today, it's not the best scenario, but if we get it nice and dry, we use a heat gun and we cure the liner. Then we go ahead and apply our seam tape primer. There's a double-sided seam tape which will seam the two liners together, and then there's a cover tape that goes over the top of the whole thing to make sure we get a complete seal. Then we can keep moving. We are getting to the top of this waterfall. Right now you see the patio. This is the stream that's going to run alongside this whole area where the top of the waterfall is starting. Back behind Boulevard, we're going to be going right about here, cascading down, and then probably another big drop into this whole stream pooling section. We had to do another seam over here because the tolerance was really pretty close here. It was only about 6 or so inches. Didn't want to take a chance, so we went ahead and seamed this liner onto our pooling liner. You can see how this is coming together. Our spheres are all plumbed up. They're ready to go. We're gonna do some finish work there with some graveling, some cobbles, and a few more rocks. That's finished. Most of the pooling areas down below are done with our bib liners. Our light chases are in there, and they're all graveled in. Those are all ready to go. Here at the reservoir, this is where the water is going to be disappearing. It's going to fall off this final drop, as well as this rock here, pool up there, and then from there it's just kind of going to disappear right in here. When they do the putting green, they'll actually fill over the top of this with gravel, so any water that makes it past there will just go back down into our reservoir and then return up to the top of the waterfall. We've actually been off this job for about 5 days. It's rained nonstop here. We had to cut most of the bad dirt out of this whole work site, bring in several loads of good, clean, dry fill so we could actually work with this stuff. Stick around, you're gonna love it. All right, it's been like 6 months since I've been back here.
Yeah.
This place looks amazing. I don't know how you would ever want to leave here.
I don't.
Your backyard is a paradise, man. Let's show them around because there is so much to see here. Let's start with the pool. The pool's really just crazy. You're freaking nuts, you know that?
I know. So right after we ended up building the house, I started with the pool project knowing that I was going to end up using this whole entire place as a showcase to show people. I never built a project this big for anyone, so this was my chance to be able to do it. And I figured since nobody's going to tell me what to do here, I could do whatever I want. So this is basically what I ended up creating. My whole family comes over all the time. We enjoy it. When customers come back here, the first reaction when they walk up the steps is, oh my God, especially when everything's on, all the fire features. And I always tell them this is only one section of the yard. We still have, 75% left on the right-hand side over there. And they're just, amazed as they're walking through the whole backyard. When I built the house, we ended up covering one section of the patio, but after continuous use, you've noticed that we definitely need a roof structure that would cover this entire outdoor kitchen over here, because this, our family uses all the time, whether it's raining, sunny, cold. We have infrared heaters here. We have the fire pits. We're always doing s'mores over here. People can be sitting on the couches while people are watching TV. We also have the koi pond over there with the viewing glass, so you can see all the fish through. So of course this is the last section of the yard. I wanted to make sure the yard was balanced because we had a lot of stuff going on that side of the yard with the pool and the pond and everything. So we built this 22-foot high fireplace with a pergola coming off of it, moon gate, and then I also wanted there to be a waterfall coming down the side of the mountain that ends up at the bottom of the putting green that Jack ended up building for us. So when people pull up to our house, the first thing they actually see is this fireplace and the waterfall coming down the side. They're thinking about what can possibly be back there until they walk through the gates, and then they see everything, and then they get really excited.
So it was really hard for me to shoot this place because there is so much going on here. It's probably one of the sickest backyards I've seen in a long time. This place is amazing, Arthur. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to build this cool water feature over here. And the spheres against the patio, I think that was definitely a good thing to do there because it's so intimate. It's right up against this whole area, sitting under here. This is probably my favorite spot in your yard. Is not because we have a waterfall over there. It's because I love like the timbers and that string lighting. This fireplace is really impressive. It's something you would see in like a ski lodge.
Yeah, no, we're really happy with how everything turned out and everything you did for us.
Awesome. Well, you guys let me know what you think of Arthur's yard down in the comments. I mean, how could you not like it? This place is a paradise. Hit the like button and of course, subscribe. Come on back every week. We're going to show you cool stuff like this. See you on the next one.